Hello everyone. Sequence and selection are over, and I believe that you people have learnt it properly. Still if you have some doubts, you can ask me. Okay, these are the basics, and it is compulsory that everyone should have a clear vision about it. Now third is iteration. Iteration means repetition. So if there is a construct in which a certain statement or set of statements are to be repeated more than once, there can be a statement which will be repeated, and there can be set of statements, there can be multiple statements which will be repeated. So if there is any concept which is being where a particular set of statements are being repeated, then we call it iteration. And this is the most important out of these three. Iteration is the most important, because I always ask a question from the student that what is the best part of the computer. In books, so many answers you can observe, but if I give you my personal opinion, the best thing I like about computer is basically repetition. Whenever you assign a job to it, it does it without committing any mistakes or without getting bored. So if you are instructing computer to do a job, it does it as efficiently as it was doing in the beginning. So whenever something is being repeated more than once, we call it iteration. Okay, iteration is also referred as looping. So there is a concept called loops. So whenever there is a program of repetition, we always use loops. L-O-O-P-S, loops. Okay, so if I say there is a program of loops, so you can understand that this program belongs to iteration. Okay, iteration program, let's see what has been written. Iteration enables programmers to greatly simplify a program instead of working same lines of code again and again. So for example, if I have to do some jobs more than once, we need not to write those jobs again and again. We just write it once and we put it inside a loop, and this statement will execute as many times as this loop will want. Okay, so according to this loop, this statement will keep on executing. Okay, we are not to write it again and again. One example I have taken in the next video, next slide. For example, I have to write coding is cool. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have written print coding is cool 6 times. Is it okay? Obviously not. We just have to write a loop that will execute this print statement as many times as we want. Okay? When something is to be repeated no number of times, we use count controlled repetition. It means when repetition is done on the basis of counting, we call it count controlled iteration. Let's have an example. I have to print table of 5 number. So answer should be like this: 5 into 1 is equal to 5, 5 into 2 is equal to 10, 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Okay, then we'll go on up to 5 into 10 is equal to 50. We are doing a process of multiplication. How many times? 10 times. Repetition of multiplication has to be done for a counted number of times. So this is a good example of count controlled loop. Whenever we apply count control loop, we normally count. If we have to write a program to find table of a number, we count 10 times. Okay, because in a table we can do multiplication for 10 times. Okay, let's see the next slide. How can we apply this? Since coding is cool is to be done to be written 6 times, so what will we do? We will start a count loop. Obviously this is pseudocode, this will not execute, but this is just a basic idea. यहाँ से from here loop is started and here loop is over. and this is the area which will be executed based on this loop. So this is counting 6 times and this will be printed 6 times. So it will be like this. You need not to write the code 6 times. You just write it once, and if you make it 600, it will execute 600 times. If you make it 6000, it will go 6000 times. So this is the basic idea of count control. To run count control loop, we always need a variable that does counting. Here count has been taken, so it will do counting, and accordingly your program will execute. Okay. Next is condition control loop. Okay. Condition control loop actually does not count. It is based on a certain condition. If this condition which we have specified is true, repetition will continue. Okay. And if the condition is false, then repetition will stop. This is the basic idea of condition control. Okay, I am explaining both the things with an example. Think that this is a wall. Okay, this is a wall, and some X is standing here. If I say take 10 steps towards wall. Okay, this is scenario number 1, where there is a wall, X is standing here, and he has been asked to take 10 steps towards wall. Okay, now this is scenario 2, where Y is standing here and he has been asked to walk up to the wall. Walk up to the wall. Okay, now you have to tell me that which belongs to condition controlled repetition and which belongs to count controlled repetition. Let's see. Count control means counting is there, and condition control means you have been given a certain condition, and if that condition is not true, it means false, then stop, otherwise keep on working. Let's take this example first. Take 10 steps. X knows that he has to take 10 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. When he'll reach to 10, he'll stop working. He'll stop repetition of taking steps because he has to do the jobs 10 number of times. Think for the Y. He does not know how many steps he has to take, so there is no counting. He has to keep on moving until he reaches to the wall. Okay. Now he starts moving. Is that wall? No. Is that wall? No. Is that wall? No. Is that wall? No. Okay. When he reaches to the wall, this condition is basically false. We have to understand that he has to keep on moving until he does not touch the wall. If he touches the wall, then he has to stop. So he does not know how many steps he has to take, but he knows when to stop. So when you know when to stop, then it is called condition controlled iteration. Okay. So here we have learnt both the criteria, where we have learnt about count controlled, and we have also learnt about condition controlled. Okay. Some of you may be confused in the area whether the condition is true or false. How can we come to know about this? Do not think it. We just understand that we have to keep on working until we have been asked. Okay. If you want, I can give you one more example just to understand it in better way. Let's insert one more slide and let's remove the text which is already written. Okay, let's take an example first for count controlled. If I say just keep on asking a number from me until I give you a 0. Yeah, ask number from me until I give you a 0. This is question number 1. Question number 2 is ask 10 numbers from me. So let's talk about this example first. How many numbers are to be asked? 10. Okay. My job is to provide you number. Your job is to count how many numbers have been given. So you'll start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, so on up to 10. And my option is to give you numbers, say 46, 39, 29, 69, 30, something like this. I'll be giving you 10 numbers. When I'll be providing 10 numbers, your job is done because you're counting numbers and your controlling of loop, controlling of repetition is based on counting. Now let's take this example where it has been asked that ask number from me until I give you a 0. Now you're saying, sir, tell me the number. I said 64. Okay, will you stop? No. You have to stop until you get a 0. Then you are asking next number, so I say 3, 93, 29, 64. You have to keep on asking 19, 85, something like this. So I am providing you numbers. Do you know how many times, after how many times you have to stop this program? No. It is based on the input. Okay. When I say 0, then you will not ask number because your program is over now. Okay. Here there is no counting, but a condition that is to be satisfied to come out from the program. Okay. Again, feel free to ask questions. There are around 58 or 59 students in the class, but I hardly get queries. Okay. And I believe that it's not possible that everyone is getting 100%. If it is so, that is great actually, but I do not know how much time will it take to reach to the grade. Okay, so I expect everyone to ask questions